So Travis Scott, as of lately, when people hear that name, they're gonna say things like he fell off. But to me, already coming off of a cancellation and coming back from that, I feel like at this point, bro, is pretty much a household name. And when you think about Travis Scott, of course, one, you're gonna think about the music, but then on the other side of things, you're also gonna think about the collaborations, the sneakers. So as far as the products, the output, which Travis Scott has been dropping, as far as when we talk about his releases this year, I guess the criticism could be fair. Maybe you could say he's having like an off year, but with 2026 right around the corner, you never know. Things could turn around full circle and everything. Plus, he's got some big drops coming up very soon. Now, on top of that, a crazy rumor is starting to pick up a little bit of steam right here, talking about Travis Scott's Jordan contract is set to expire soon, and he reportedly met with Adidas last week. Could we possibly see a Cactus Jack Adidas collaboration in the near future, which I don't know, y'all. This is kind of crazy. I mean, Travis, Nike, Jordan brand, they've been doing their thing for a while now. Why would he leave them and then head over to Adidas? Like, why are they trying to make it sound like Travis Scott is LeBron? He's making the decision to like leave Cleveland to Miami or something like that. So as far as the validity to some of these claims right here, I would definitely have to question things. Honestly, it maybe even just boils down to a bunch of people kind of stirring up the pot over on Twitter or something like that. So as far as the claims to these rumors, I'm gonna call cap on this one right here. But I think it is also interesting to kind of, sit in the seat of an Adidas executive's point of view, kind of speculate on how things could happen. Let's say if Travis Scott was to leave a Nike and head over to an Adidas. Like, think about it, bro. Like, coming off of the whole Yeezy situation, I feel like Adidas would be having like open arms to welcome a Travis Scott and everything. While I know the brand's doing great overall, but as far as sales in North America, here in the States, we know those are down slightly. So I feel like attaching a Travis Scott to the brand could definitely have a reverse effect of something like that. So I'm not saying any of this is true or anything. Matter of fact, I really feel like it's all cap, but I thought it would be kind of interesting to speculate. Now, I think right off the bat, most people would just write this off altogether as far as a Cactus Jack Adidas collaboration, thinking that they would probably just do something lame and lazy, say like just take a classic Adidas model, something from their originals line, and throw in some Cactus Jack branding, which I ain't even gonna lie, that probably could work. Think of something like a Travis Scott Superstar. I mean, I feel like them joints might go crazy, but if you throw anything with like, say, a skate type of silhouette from Adidas catalog, maybe something like the Campus, I think it would be right on brand with something as far as a Travis Scott collab. But what if they were to do something a little bit different, like say a little page out of the Yeezy playbook, rather than just hitting us with a remix of something classic from Adidas back catalog? What if they were to come with an all original silhouette? Because we already know Adidas has a proven track record. I mean, we see what they did with the Yeezy design team, Adidas design team. They went absolutely crazy, had a historic run. We've seen what they've done with the AE line. The whole Adidas basketball team continues to do their thing. And they're over here low-key about to treat Bad Bunny like the next Yeezy with a whole bunch of crazy unreleased silhouettes. I mean, you guys see right here, what we're taking a look at was a recent a recent Adidas Bad Bunny activation captured by Complex, where we see several unreleased, possibly upcoming silhouettes, which I ain't even gonna lie, like these joints look like something straight out the Yeezy playbook, which isn't even a bad thing overall. But as far as Adidas and Bad Bunny, they got a whole bunch in the tuck. So when you think about it, like let's say for example, they were to put all of this energy that they're putting into these Bad Bunny collaborations into say like a big name like a Travis Scott, which already has a proven track record as far as in the whole hype scene, from McDonald's collaborations to his now, I guess you could say, iconic Jordan brand collaboration. So while I would say Travis heading over to Nike, I feel like this is probably all cap, but I thought it would be just kind of interesting to just speculate, I guess you could say. And if he was to leave, like, you never know. It could be a big thing. You never could say never. And when you talk about money and everything, there's never not enough of a price, which I feel like Adidas wouldn't offer to say snag up a big name like a Travis. Especially the fact that, they're always looking to up one Nike and Jordan brand. So when we talk about what Travis Scott has coming, remember I kind of said it's been almost kind of like an off season when you talk about Travis Scott releases. While he's continued to put out some of them Zoom-filled Jacks joints, we do have now more of something that's probably going to be a little more hype, well, most definitely hype, as far as these fragment Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows, which are set to release coming up here in September. We've been seeing these for so long at this point, like I could really care less about these personally. But when you talk about stock numbers, I guess the word that they're saying, around 40,000. Nike, they don't want to overdo it too much, because let's be real, like, let's keep it a buck, y'all. As far as stock numbers, if Nike was to drop a lot of pairs it's going to create the illusion that these shoes aren't going to be as hype as they are. They're not going to sell out instantly, say if they were to drop a low number like a 40,000. So when you talk about these Travis Scott releases, they're always going to try to drive up the hype, you know, with limited releases. So this one's gonna be a big hit. Following that up in October, reports of this Chase B Jumpman Jack, which these are cool and all that. You know what I'm saying? I respect the colorway. I love the connection between Chase B, Travis Scott, giving him his own special colorway of the Jumpman Jack. But let's be real, like when you talk about Travis Scott's originals models, while I'm a fan of what they're putting out, it's just a tough sell for the audience, which is just used to the same old Jordan retro over and over again. People aren't welcoming so much to a newer silhouette, more so as like when you compare it to something that's already been a hit, like a Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low, which they've been just continuing to repeat year and year again. So I feel like Travis, he's tired of it, which is why he's trying to bring in his new models. But as far as the audience, sometimes you kind of got to just give the people what they want. And as far as this year, feels like they've been trying to force feed us these Zoomfield Jacks, these Jumpman Jacks, when in reality, this is really what the people want. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I'm more of a fan of the newer stuff, but this is what the people want. So when we talk about these rumors, I'm calling cap on it, but what if? Let me know what y'all think down below. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed. I'm out. Love.